Assalamualaikum brother. Ya, kan Pak ya. Oke. Silakan. Brother.
Assalamualaikum. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن المجيد إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن المجيد قال يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وقال تعالى يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن المجيد هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على دين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا محمد رسول الله والذين معه أشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوان سيماهم في وجوههم من أثر السجود ذلك مثلهم في التوراة ومثلهم في الإنجيل وزرع أخرج شطعه فأزرعه فاستغلظ فاستوى على سوقه يعجب الزراع ليغيظ بهم الكفار وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات منهم مغفرة وأجر عظيما صدق الله العظيم. أما بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, all the praises and thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sustainer of the universe and who is in control of all affairs of air, seen and unseen, who is in control of all affairs of this dunya and anything beyond that, in and out everywhere. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have blessing on all the Anbiya Karam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have khususan special blessing on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Have blessing, peace and blessing on him, on his wives, children, companions, all the righteous ulama who passed in the past, who are among us who are going to come inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of them. Ameen. Today we are in the month of Rabiul Awwal, and my topic would be relevant to Rabiul Awwal and about the Nur al-Mujassir, the one who is the focal point of this dunya and beyond as well. by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is not us saying. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying the focus of this dunya was around Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Our deen is not complete if we glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and after that we don't send the salam on Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Yes, obviously as a deen, the main is on wahdaniyah, oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this is the status Allah Himself has given, that when you do the attestation, you need to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved His mahbub, Rasulullah. And He said, when you say, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, then next you must say, Wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. You must bear witness that Rasulullah is the Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Khatmun Nabiyyin. So he was the beacon of the light. Nur al-Mujassam, beacon of the light. For all Anbiya Karam, among all of them, every Anbiya Karam has its own status in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when it comes to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him another meritorious status. All Anbiya Karam came and they preached that we are here to teach you what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to. But this message will be concluded by the one who will come in the last. They all about mention about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the arrival of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the month when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to this dunya as a bashar, as a human being, and left this dunya in the same month. We will not go in the argument of when was the actual birth date of Rasulullah and what was the death date of. There are several riwayat on those, and some people become very harsh on that one and hold their point, and focal point was to argue, and this is the date when Rasulullah was born, this is the date when Rasulullah went away from this dunya. All we need to see is he came to this dunya in this month, he left in this dunya. Yeah, there are several rawayat. Let's go and explore yourself. Right? There are several dates. So, if for the argument's sake, if someone says he came, or some narration came, he was born on 12th of Rabiul Awwal. There are other narrations as well. Okay, let's see if you settle on 12th of Rabiul Awwal. Obviously, there are dalil. Ulama gives the dalil. This is not my footstep to go in that one and just start exploring. Let's be on those ulama who wants to explain and what the lines are. But he came to dunya. What the message he got for us, that's what we need to focus on. Are we following that message or not? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given glad tidings that your zikr will be forever. It will expand on all parts, everything will glorify. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will glorify and your zikr will come. And la nabiyya ba'adi. That's a very critical thing. There is no nabi coming after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And when people argue on that point, let's reflect on what the Quran says. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly says in Surah Al-Ahzab that there is Rasulullah is Khatmun Nabiyyin. There is no prophet coming after that. Now, we as a human, we need to stay away from these shar. And let's not attribute in any way and say, well, Khatmun Nabiyyin Rasulullah, but the continuation goes in some other way. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent this as a final seal of attestation, there is no argument after that. These minor in the sight of human, but major sins in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That takes you away from the deen, take you away from the Islam, the core value of the Islam. So that's why we need to always make dua. Oh Allah, we came in this dunya with the attestation. Let us die with the same attestation that you are about your wahdaniyah. You are the only Rabb. There is no other Rabb. and Rasulullah is Khatam Nabiyyin, the last messenger. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us all die on with the same, inshallah. Ameen. I recited the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly says, I'm the one who sent the messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, to make it prevail over all the religion. All suffices as a witness. Allah Himself is saying, وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. Everything is given the attestation that this is the deen. Let's not harbor any doubt that deen of Islam is not the right religion. And when people argue sometimes, they say why Islam is the only way to go to the heaven. This is what one of the things what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. He says that I have sent this deen and it will prevail over all other religion. And the attestation to that is you see the multitude of people accepting Islam, getting the right message, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving the hidayah. You may have no control over this one. You cannot control ourselves, rather forget about the others, You cannot control your own family. All you can do is give them the da'wah, keep leading from the front, practice yourself, and make dua for your kids, your children, your wife, and keep giving them da'wah. So da'wah actually starts from your own self and then your own family before you go and give the da'wah to others. We see the people who go in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them for the right intention. But we have seen there are a lot of brothers, nowadays sisters also go out for tabligh, but they miss the whole essence of the family. They are giving the tabligh, they are inviting people to the fold of Islam. MashaAllah, may Allah give them, tawab. They give them reward for that all effort. But if your own family goes in astray, your whole asas, your whole asset is going to waste. All your efforts are going to waste. If my own kids are not coming to the deen of Islam, they are not practicing as commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the kafil of your family. You are muqallaf to teach them all those things. Yes, when they grow up, after that, if they deviate whatever, then it's not on you. You did your job, but after balugha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens their mind, open other streams of them, and they will start learning the good and the bad as well. But if you did not seed it well, you cannot expect a grown-up tree up in the air. Take the example, I'll give you one analogy that just came to my mind right now. You see a lot of these trees gets uprooted when storm comes. And there are trees which does not get uprooted even with the strongest of the storm. The difference with them is if tree is planted right and came from the seed and have its own roots really engraved deep down, when it grows on and on and on, it has a deep roots in the earth. And it's hard. It's will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first of all. Allah wants Allah can uproot trees, the giant tree just like a straw, right? But you'll see the better trees are those which are seeded well deep down and get the natural birth. And as it grows up and up and up, they may lose some limbs here and there. Those are the hawadis of the dunya. Those are the trials and tribulations of the dunya. I will attribute this way. Analogy, I'm giving you analogy of that. But at least it will stand on its ground somehow. But the one you bring the tree, 15-foot tree, all of a sudden you bring it and you dig the hole, maybe it's 10 feet down. I'm just making it up. And you plant that one. Chances of them that get uprooted is way far than the one which is deep rooted, maybe 15, 20 feet, a natural way of. So our having the tarbiyah of our own kids, family is like that. If you start early, you seed them early, chances are they inshallah grow deep down in the roots and inshallah they'll come better. Rasulullah sallallahu has commanded us to be harsh on certain time when it comes to the ma'amalat of the deen. Use hikmah always, but be harsh sometimes on things. when it comes on the right and wrong. Because if you cannot stand for right and wrong, then you start compromising. If you start compromising, the next thing is you'll compromise on your own deen as well. It's a slippery slope. When if you see, I mean, we live in this part of the world. We have seen the ice storm. If your driveway is sloppy or it has a slope on it, so what happens is if you have ice on it, if you don't have a firm foot on your ice, sturdy and gently, chances are you may just slip this. And once you slip, there's no way to stand up. You end wherever you end. That's what it says. When you drive, in an ice storm, when it starts flipping, your car starts flipping, then pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the khair. It will stop its own. Yeah, it's out of your control. Doesn't matter how big vehicle you are driving, 4-wheeler or whatever, 2-wheelers, whatever. Right? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given us, this is a long topic, obviously, but inshallah we'll continue on. Other things will come and keep talking on that one too. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them a status. It says, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةً حَسَنَةً. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as one of the best of the example, good of example. Perfection is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created among us the best of the example, the best of the human among mankind. And that's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We emphasize more on the birth of Rasulullah, on the death of Rasulullah. We as a human, most of the time, you see, when Rabiul comes, people, the people gets very activated or energized, and they start talking about Rasulullah. Where's the rest of the 11 months? We need to find out in our heart. We need to be same. We need to have a same or better feeling through the year. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given such a meritorious status to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that you recite Salatu Salam in your Salah. Your Salah is not complete without that. And when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went for Miraj, Isra al-Miraj, he was gifted this Salah to us, the prayer to us 5 times. And then his muqalama, his dialogue with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the malaika, that become part of our integral part of our salah. When you recite the dua, when you do the salatu salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad ila akhir, Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ila akhir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a tuhfa, as a gift for us. For who? For us as a mankind, for a human and his father, ummati of Rasulullah, for ummah of Rasulullah. And Rasulullah has such a fikr and a muhabba to his father and forefathers, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, because he is still remembering the Ali Ibrahim, and we make dua for them as well. The one who is righteous, we make dua for them. So, and look at this, the reality of this dunya, that we come in this dunya to so much of a thing, but when it comes to the reality, it's just one transaction. As someone has written beautifully, he says, by doing one intiqal. Some of you you do work in a real estate, or maybe buy land or house, whatnot. So it says with one intiqal, with one transaction or transition, this land or house becomes yours. And with one intiqal, same transition, one intiqal, the word is same, right? One intiqal, you become the property of the land. You got buried under there. So it's the same word, 2 different transitions. This is the reality of dunya. This is how we are. This is how fragile we are. So topic is very long, but just want to just have a little bit of conversation on that. So just to let you know, some of you may know, I have lost my mother this last month. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. One of the toughest challenges when you lose your own parents. One of the door is shut. And if you lose your mother, my father passed away long back. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the maghfirah of all of them. I mean, and any one of you, so we'll make a little bit of dua to all of the deceased, for my mother, for all of your loved one as well, who have lost their mother, father, or any loved one. Inshallah, let's make a little bit of the dua. And remember, these are the times we need to remember those, the one who is more in need of these dua. And as it comes in narration, the good tarbiyah, when I said about the tarbiyah of your own kids, invest on them right now. When you leave this dunya, you are muhtaj on their du'as. If they are good, anything good they do, they'll get the reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless my mother and all of one who lost their mothers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them the highest place in Jannah, Jannah al-Firdaus, even among the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do the maghfirah of all of the fathers who passed away, or anyone's father passed away, anywhere here, the congregation, or anyone where the message goes, or who were passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them, inshallah, Jannah al-Firdaus. May Allah make their qabr from Rizal Jannah, inshallah. The qabr like the one which is from the Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of their major minor sins, inshallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue sending the blessing on them until Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allahumma ansur al-Islam wal Muslimin. Allahumma ansur al-Islam wal Muslimin. Allahumma ansur al-Islam wal Muslimin. Allahumma aghfir lana wa lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat wa aslihhum wa aslih zata baynihim wa bayna qulubihim wa jal qulubihim bil iman wal hikmah. اللهم اغفر لأمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم ارحم أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم أصلح أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم استر أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم اجبر أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم فرج عن أمة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. And there are a lot of people who are going through some disease trial solution. Their sister Zainab also suffering right now, as we know. There are other brothers and sisters in the community maybe suffering. Maybe someone is suffering in the community in this congregation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of them the health and inshallah speedy recovery. And wherever the khair is for us, we need to make the dua. Wherever the khair is, may Allah give us inshallah that khair. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-barasi wal-juzami wal-jununi wa min sayyi al-asqam. Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this congregation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all. If someone has alive, parents are alive, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them. Do the khidmah of them. Make that you want to earn the Jannah, your parents are the door for the Jannah. They are the Jannah for you. If they are still alive, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you all tawfiq, inshallah, serve them the best need and do the rahmah. Do the rahmah as it comes, Rabbi Hammakum wa Rabbayani Saghir, as we make the dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send the rahmah on them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them and do all of us do the khatma bil khair for all of us. Ameen. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لي ولكم سائر المسلمين فاستغفروه. الحمد لله يستعينه واستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله ارسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعه من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصي ما فانه لا يضر الا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا، أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم اغفر لي وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات يوم يقوم الحساب. قال إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. آمين. عباد الله، الله بأسهاب لا تتخذهم غرضا بعدكم، من أحبهم فبحب أحبهم ومن أبغضهم فبغضي أبغضهم. وخير أمتي قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. نقيم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
محمد رسول الله. استووا واستقيموا واعتدلوا صفوفكم إن شاء الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الذين يبلغون رسالة الله ويغشونه ولا يغشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا. ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين وكان الله بكل شيء عليما. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا وسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا. هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور وكان بالمؤمنين رحيما. تحيتهم يوم يلقونه سلام وأعد لهم أجرا كريما. يا أيها النبي إنا أرسلناك شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. وبشر المؤمنين بأن لهم من الله فضلا كبيرا. ولا تؤطي الكافرين والمنافقين ودعاهم وتوكل على الله وكفى بالله وكيلا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب إلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Give us a few minutes so we can go through some of the announcement. Inshallah, quickly. Jazakallah, our Imam is not only to emphasize it, but his dua, mashallah, Allah Ta'ala stay in our heart, that his mother passed away and Allah Ta'ala gave him the reward that he was able to go there and inshallah attend that. And our sister Zainab, who is going through back and forth to different places and trying to get the cure, so all of you make dua for that. And as Imam mentioned, that month of Rabiul was started, which is in our flyer. So inshallah, make dua that we pass this month and all other months previously and next month. So Allah Ta'ala give us a dua and Jazakallah for listening for brief announcement from us. Jazakallah for